Well, it looks like the whole lockdown could go right in to the next week to the 16th, and 17th it should end. But I doubt it's ever gonna end. You know what happen? He's gonna say this on Monday. Next Monday, he go on again. He say, "Well, our numbers are too high in the province. We're gonna continue it to the 24th. The 24th will come around. Oh no, number too high. We're gonna continue it next week." I keep going on week after week after week. So, this drives me bonkers. To a point where they're probably gonna come to July, still being a freaking lockdown, and by that time, and then by end of end of August, I'm still being locked down. No more festival. I'm gonna get so frustrated at that point. What I'm gonna do is go down by Chris and Meds, down to Queen's Park, walk out when he's doing a freaking news conference about blowing everybody, and literally just pull a bottle and really tip right in half of that water. And then that it, I'm committing suicide. Right on TV, I'll do that right there. And I'm saying, and therefore you drove me this way, you caused it. I've been waiting. You have broken my trust as a premier. You already did. You say, we're going to end Wednesday. Well, I was looking forward to that. You took my hopes and dreams away again. Oh, what the hell is going on here? My dreams away, Doug. Doug Ford, you destroys my hope. I don't have any hope here anymore. I have no hope of ever going anywhere. No hope of ever sitting in the studio, going back to do my radio show. Why would you? No hope. Get back, I can't live like this anymore. I can't fucking live like this anymore. What the hell have I done? Read mouths at me in the morning. Oh, what the hell? I can't live like this anymore. I'm in the mood I can't live like this anymore. Honestly, I just want to get over with, but it doesn't happen. It keeps going, it doesn't happen. It feels like I'm running in a freaking, a sinking ship, but going nowhere. I'm like I'm dead. I feel like I'm dead. Why would I'd be better off in the spirit world sometime? At least I can do something. Trust me, if I would commit suicide, I will torment that Mr. Ford hard. He will have a ghost and electricity send me, and that ghost will be me. I will haunt this. I will make every premier get so freaking sick. I don't wish he never freaking do that. I get this damn tired. I can't live like this anymore. I've been holding my breath. I've been waiting to hear a day. But a day not going to happen. We face it. We got variant here. All this happened. I just can't live like this anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. Life ain't worth living, What's the sense of living life if you can't enjoy life? What's the sense? There's no freaking sense of me living. I can't enjoy life. And it's, getting up in the morning, going to work, a bag lunch here. What's the sense? I don't know fucking sense. I can't seem to live a normal life anymore. It's been this covert, I can't get a haircut. If things don't happen next week, I'm gonna take a pair of scissors and cut my own hair. I am fucking tired of waiting and waiting. People doing that in back in March. I did it back in March. I made a mess of my own hair doing it back in March, but I was fucking tired of waiting for a hairdresser or waiting for us to get open. And then when we wait all this time, almost since before Christmas, and now gotta wait longer. What's the sense? They're gonna wait longer than that. So, what? Then now there's a variant coming with variant. I'm saying if one person can get to Barry Hamilton, we are locked down again. What the freaking sense? I'm not even gonna bother going. I'm not getting bothered going to coronavirus testing center. Why did you go there when they can probably test me, come back negative? Then they probably say, well, we test you for a variant. Well, we got a variant, and now, what's the sense? Now, that's why I'm not going to go there. And I'm afraid that if, but I want to get the vaccine, but once it's sent to get the vaccine, it's all you're going to do. If you're stuck in the same situation, you can't do nothing, can't do anything, and all you're going to be, and that's it. You frustrate me. I mean, I think I'm breaking down here. I think I'm having a nervous breakdown. And I'm crying all the time. I'm pissed off. I get mad at things happening. I get mad at the world now that I just can't seem to do anything right. If I move forward, I do something, then you get a freaking fine. Emergency measure. I don't do so. I don't get fined. If I went ahead and didn't wear a PPE, I get fined. Now people can't live like this. We can't live like this. I can't live like this. It's impossible. If I go out and if I want to go and walk across the street, I got to stand at the table. What's the sense of standing at the table or get something? I have to order online, and it costs me a freaking fortune. I mean, because you can't walk in the freaking store and get it anymore. This is it. All I'm thinking about, packing up. All I'm thinking of packing up and joining those people in Sonoma that's in YouTube. A little more freedom there in Sonoma, hot zone, is to get caught by Russian security. Of course, they're gonna throw you out. But what's the sense? Better off in the Soviet Union, at least a communist, or at least, hey. At least you don't have to follow restrictions in Sonoma. But live with radioactivity. What works? Living with radioactivity or living with restrictions? Living 50 ramponds of radioactivity around you all the time? Well, maybe that might be more. I'll die of radioactivity or die of this boredom and loneliness. That's what I feel like, It's like you can't do anything. You want to do something, you're gonna get fined. If you want to buy something, buy on Amazon, don't get fined. But I want something, I look up online, see you got it on the phone, and do you have this? Oh, so well we do. Then you gotta pay double money to get it. It's ridiculous. I'm fucking tired of it. Honestly, the only time I freaking felt good was London, Ontario. When I stayed at Airbnb, I felt better there in London than I do here. Because Hamilton is actually freaking connected with Toronto. So somebody gets a variant in Toronto, we get locked down. If Hamilton, they locked down like Toronto. I mean, not even nearly freaking bad at Hamilton. We're not bad, we're not even connected, but we suffer with Toronto. I'm frustrated me a lot. It banged my head on it. And I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. Like someday, I'm attempting to, and someday, people in this problem get so, they're holding together, and they're starting to crack. I'm starting to crack apart. It seems there. Because I'm trying to see the Congress. I'm tired. I'm hearing, and Doug Ford is driving me into having a nervous breakdown. That's what he's doing. And I end up in a mental hospital. Know who to blame for me ending up at Westfield campus? Doug Ford. Now the last place I want to end up in a mental hospital over, because he drove me and put me in that situation. That's what he's trying to do. Drive me, push you limits. I've been doing this since March. My God, it's still frickin', going on. I mean, honestly, like I don't know how I'm gonna do anymore. Unless I move to only place Northwest Territory, I had no cases. Move out to Northwest Territory, but would I get any benefits from the Northwest Territory government there, that province, of that territory, no, I probably not. I would be, so there. I don't know what else to think. I know I could go to British Columbia. I know I could fly in BC. I know I could get a disability in British Columbia. I do know that. I know I could get it, but it would take me a very long time to get it if I did that. Oh, well, I don't know how. But, even if I went someplace really far north of Cochrane, Ontario, someplace that far north, almost where it's cold, isolated area, like, pick a small town far north where you're still accessible by Ontario Northland Railroad there, something like that. Yeah, I might pick a small town and move in that small town and live there and still get my government check, because it's still in Province, Ontario, for sure will get my Otis P check. Now, over my time was there, I was thinking about it. I have thought about it many times, but, going to a small town where coronavirus free, I don't hear awful shit from Toronto anymore. Well, maybe I might end up doing that too. That's another idea. I'd be bored of help too up there, because there'd be no place to go. Or moving to Bracebridge, Ontario. Find an apartment in Bracebridge, move in and rent it. Honestly, I think maybe you could do that too. But that's going to be, at least you got public transit, you got, Walmart, there, got McDonald's now. Place is pretty built up now, it's a small city basically. A lot smaller than London, Hamilton, but at least, I had a sense of mind there. I won't have every house anymore, won't have riddles, but what's the sense, I've been very disappointed that he extended it. I'm disappointed because, you know what? I lost my you know what? Next provincial election, somebody ain't get my vote. You know who not get my vote? Doug Ford. He not get my vote. You know why? Because you know what? I don't trust him anymore. I don't trust him anymore because what he been saying is, well, the numbers are high when the numbers are low. Why would he say numbers are high when the numbers are low? That mixed review. I hear the numbers are lower in the province today than they were 2 days ago. I hear that too, but you know what? I think it's pacifying. And he said the numbers were high. Now, who's saying what? Well, if, now we got a variant out here, what worries me is, I don't know if one person in the city gets a variant in Hamilton, all Hamilton got put in a gray zone over one person gets a variant. That really worries me a lot too, One person get the UK variant or the other two variants out there of the COVID SARS, that's the type of the variant of mutation. You know what's going to happen is? So we're going to be locked down. Or somebody in Toronto get put in lockdown because that person in Toronto gets the variant? I don't know. But I think right now, there are only 250 cases of variant. There's only about 150 cases of variant within the province. My goodness for that. But 150 cases also are isolated in the nursing home and in an isolation facility, right? Put in a government isolation facility where they remain there until either they pass away or either a variant passed through them and they recover from it. One of those two. But right now, like the government are getting these people isolation. If we get variant, I'll put them strictly in isolation immediately. International flight came in, somebody tested, came back right on the spot. They did 2 days quarantine in the government-approved hotel. found out it had the variant, they were immediately taken by Ammett to a quarantine facility where they remained to this very day, unfortunately. But the hotel room had to be disinfected where they were immediately. So there you go. That's what I heard too. That is that but if somebody gets a variant, like in Hamilton, for example, hopefully, God, they get taken to a quarantine unit immediately and quarantined immediately. As soon as they die, boom, they're taken right into a quarantine facility immediately by ambulance, basically. To be ordered to go by ambulance. Well, anyway, that not happening. That I don't think of God. I know I don't have it, and that's what scares me about going to getting the coronavirus. The somebody saw nose. They ran it for a lab. It came back negative. I'm afraid they run for a lab. They had test. I'm afraid I don't have symptoms of it. I'm afraid to get a test for a variant. Okay, no, I said, you got the variant. You have to go to quarantine facility. And I'm not freaking going to do that, Not end up quarantine facility over a variant. Get it? That's what I'm worried about because, I'm getting to Doug Ford. He lost my confidence. I have no faith in Doug Ford. I have no faith in him and his party whatsoever. When he says something, we're going to do it on 17th, we're going to do it. We open a problem. Well, yeah, but 17th, we're going to come and go. No. Then we open it on the 10th. And no, that can already come and go now. 17th, going to come and go. No, I don't think he do. He already lost my confidence. I don't lost my trust in him and the leader. This guy is not good. Doug Ford stinks like a Doug Ford knows nothing good and a rotten cigar. Nothing more than a cigar. That's what he is. And I just said the F word, Mohawk there too. Cigar. Nothing more than a rotten cigar. He's a fucking cigar, at least some lizard, a lizard, and without a spot, and he's been a very vindictive type of behavior. Some people say I have vindictive behavior. Doug Ford has very vindictive behavior too. So, I think Doug Ford should be put on a floor and locked away in mental hospital. But honestly, that affects me too because, I'm wondering if we're ever going to open now. Forget about, I don't got money to do this either. Because even if I did, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. We move to another city like Bracebridge. I got to figure out what I'm going to do there. Gotta find resorts. And I don't know all resorts out in Bracebridge either, so it will take me time because I probably could find a few of them. If I could run into people I know when I was 7 years old, I probably run a few resorts, but I have to find a lot of resorts. I find them anyway. But here I know where all my resorts are in Hamilton. I remember when I first moved to Hamilton in 1990. Well, I remember when I was looking for resorts, it took me almost 3 years to find out all resorts, how to tap into them. And all the supports I had here, all the supports I got are gone. You can't, and the little support I got, it's very little indeed, the little supports I have is usually very little indeed. Either I'm on the phone to somebody, talking to them, or not. I don't care, because I don't know what's good anymore. I think the next election, I don't think too many people are going to vote Doug Ford next election. Because I don't want to see you run another term in office. So I do not ever want to see you. If Vince election is called in the future, do everybody in the province a favor. Don't vote him. Vote Andy Horvath. Only Andy Horvath was in that premier seat right now. He might be handled a little differently by saying, well, you know, we're gonna open a prom as a promise. We're gonna do like this way. We're gonna put tons of millions of dollars into fighting the variant and all that. Now, you know, like tons and tens of millions into finding a variant, fight it. We're gonna put an end to this. COVID soon well, Doug Ford, he not put any money into finding to stop the variant. Well, how are you going to stop? He put money into this. All he's doing is making people sit longer in limbo without any future. I seem to have no future. I have a past, but no future. That's what I feel like right now. You know? Almost like the worst thing is now, if I cross the border, then I got to go government quarantine facility duty. $40,000 I don't have. What can happen if somebody already? I heard of 2 cases in Toronto right now. Recently, in 2 cases in Toronto where a person came back from being overseas. Now, one person came back from overseas. Was tested, came back and negative. Didn't have any COVID and were ordered to quarantine in a government-approved hotel, $14,000. That person didn't have $14,000 to pay. The person didn't have that money to pay the bill. That person actually bounced a check on a whole, went there, and I know Lily just said, and Lily, a person walked into a bank, robbed the bank of money, used the money at the hotel, got arrested at the hotel for bank robbery. Arrested for bank robbery as a result. Now, with that type of, then another case I heard in Toronto, where somebody actually had to take a bank loan, had to go and borrow, had to go borrow money before he even left to borrow money from a bank in the United States, and took that and had it and put it onto a prepaid, load it to a prepaid credit card, and got our $2 million of prepaid credit card. Took that money into Canada and used that money to to pay the quarantine, and now United States, now the bank been after it for the United States, because they failed to pay back the loan. So the people getting stuck in that kind of situation. One case where somebody bounced the rubbers, what they did is they stole a credit card, had to pay for it out. Well, apparently went and bumped into some at the airport, stole that person's credit, used that for a credit card, used that to pay a hotel bill, found out it was stolen. The person was tested negative, coronavirus, was taken immediately to a quarantine facility immediately from there, where the person was immediately quarantined. What the police do? Toronto police walk in quarantine, arrested that person, and they were they couldn't, and they were sick on a ventilator and all that. Well, placed their person under arrest while he's in a drug and medical coma. So people being struck with how they're going to pay it, when they come back. Even me, I can't even pay it. So why should I wouldn't even bother going? Even if I did go across the border, I probably won't come back anytime soon either. I probably would stay over the United States as long as I can, I would probably stay over the United States for the longest I can, and literally wait till the United States government, then finally, eventually, the United government deport me back to Canada eventually. But by that time, and, I did that, then, at time is, I know wait until here in Canada, Canadian border reopen to Canada, and then rip across to Canada at that point, without having to do the 14-day quarantine. That one thing I thought about doing is to disappear in a nice state for a couple of months. I hope nobody, and let my check direct deposit, take the money out of the bank and use the money stateside like that, same to Canadian all the time, using that money to go on, but also getting it and just going from place to place in the U.S. and keep on the run all the time, and from immigration, hopefully don't get caught, hiding in the United States, because I always do get caught. You can ask me why, because I'm sick and tired of Doug Ford and the political. But actually, if I went to the United States, I might try to apply for permanent residency, maybe. Or do another thing, apply for political asylum. That means come to Canada, apply for political asylum in the U.S. That means I do apply for political asylum, basically. You know what that means? Apply political asylum, that means that enter a plea for political asylum. The Homeland Security saying, look, because, I can't trust our Canadian government, I can't trust that. I'm fearing from a corrupt Premier, Doug Ford, I can't, he keeps lying, well, at least, Mr. Biden is doing a job of being president, and not a good job, but he's doing it. I feel more confident with Biden at helm, or governor at helm, than anything else, but I'm applying political asylum because I keep making promises he can't fill. Doug Ford promised this Wednesday, promised it broken. He broke people's hearts again. I don't care. Doug Ford better smarten up, because and if he's gonna come down to next week again. He's gonna say something like again, well, number too high, well, number too low. Where's he getting this information from? Certainly not getting information from that. And then so we gotta wait next week while Northern Ontario gets on. They get to go in the green level next on Wednesday. We gotta sit and wait. What's the sense? I got no future. I feel like there's no future, and then I got nothing to gain, and guess I feel like I got nothing to gain, and got nothing to gain in the future. I see no future coming. I seem to have a past, but I have no future. I all I see in the future are lockdown, restriction, lockdown, restriction. That's all I think I see in the future. What kind of future? What life is this? I'm not living. If I can be in prison for crime I didn't commit. That's what I thought like they do. And not in jail. No bars in the window. I feel like I'm in jail for a crime I didn't commit, This is what happened to saying on the house. And these people live this every day and call me sign about it. I can't live like this. And my heart broken. Doug Ford broke my heart. He lied. He's a fucking liar. Oh, he is. Liar, liar, liar. Broke my heart. Wrong over.